Hello. I want to talk today about a client that I'm working with who has had a second gastric bypass surgery, a revision. The first time she had it was about, I think, 5 or 6 years ago. And her and her friend did it together, and that friend actually died during the surgery. And this time, my client who had the revision ended up in the ICU and they had to put her into an induced coma, and she was in there for a week. And then once she was finally okay to go home, then she developed an infection and she had to go to urgent care because she couldn't breathe. And then she went home again after they took care of that. I gave her the antibiotics, etc. And then if she tried to eat or anything, she couldn't stop vomiting, which you can imagine after having surgery on your stomach and you can't stop vomiting. I can't even imagine what that would be like. But they had all these different meds. It was making her sick. And then she's not able to process proteins now at this point. So they're trying to get it worked out. And you can see why they call them GBGBs, right? Gastric bypass gone bad. These are like the stories that you don't hear. So then her surgeon says that she's not going to be cognitively functional for 4 to 6 weeks, which is not at all what I've been experiencing talking to her throughout this process. I've spent a couple hours on the phone with her over the last, during this time that she's been struggling. She is very lucid. She's 100% clear on the fact that she absolutely regrets doing this. She said to me many, many times, she's just like, I knew I shouldn't have done this. I knew I shouldn't have done this, right? But the other thing she's 100% clear about is that now she's done this again, right? Put herself through this major surgery and all these complications, only to realize again that her stomach has absolutely nothing to do with her obesity, and it's the compulsion to eat far beyond what is reasonable that is her problem. So, and to tie it into my last video, now here she is, all this suffering, and pretty much the same problem still exists. So, and next thing, it's going to be depression and anxiety. How could she not be depressed and anxious given what she's been through at this point and still has the problem? So this story speaks very loudly to the desperation that people are feeling, in regard to this problem, and also speaks to, if obesity is so acceptable and so okay, and why are people willing to put themselves through so much hell to lose weight? And this person, she was only 260 pounds, which I hate to say only, but in this day and age, that's pretty standard. 260 pounds is not unusual, right? But so then the surgeon tells her that she's much more likely to die from obesity-related illness than she is to die from the surgery, which, of course, she almost did, right? But the surgeon being, of course, completely unaware, I'm assuming completely unaware since they're taking this approach, that there actually is a third option, and that's dealing with the compulsive desire to eat far beyond what is reasonable, which is the core of the problem, right? So my Beyond Compulsion intensive series is now available online. You can click the link below. It's available for everybody now. I've managed to get it all set up online. And if I can get, even save one person from making this egregious error to have this gastric bypass surgery, then this video is worth it. So also, please, if you can, subscribe to my channel. That's really helpful in getting the message out. I appreciate it a lot. And again, just click the link below. You can get to my classes, and then also you can also peruse my website and see what some other folks have to say about my methodology. So thanks for listening, and take care.